Brother, listen close. This isn't about fists, it's about fractures. I want you to remember a feeling. That moment you finally achieved it. The promotion, the business deal, that thing you bled for. You came home, chest out, ready to share your victory with the one person whose opinion mattered. And instead of seeing pride in her eyes, you saw a calculation, a flicker of annoyance. And then the words came. That's great, honey. But did you remember to call the plumber? Or, I guess that means more late nights now. And just like that, the victory turned to ash in your mouth. You felt small, confused. Why wasn't she happy? Why did you feel like you'd done something wrong? That, brother, that right there is the betrayal, is the moment the illusion cracks. You were sold a dream of a partnership, a ride or die, a soft place to land, but you've walked into a silent war, and you didn't even know you were on the battlefield. Your uniform is your skin, and every critique, every sigh, every withdrawn touch is a cut you don't see until you're bleeding out from the inside. I know, because I was that man. I built my life for a mirror. I poured every ounce of my strength, my ambition, my prime into a reflection I thought was real. I was the provider, the protector, the devoted. And I woke up one dawn to the sound of that mirror cracking. Not a loud shatter, a quiet spiderweb fracture that spread until the man I saw staring back was a stranger, hollowed out, drained of his fire. The love I thought was my foundation was a vacuum, feeding on my devotion until I was just an echo in my own home. This is the biological truth they don't want you to hear. This isn't about her being a monster. It's about her being a woman, hardwired by 1,000,000 years of survival. Her psyche is a sophisticated radar, constantly scanning for one thing: security. Is this man strong? Can he hold the frame? Can he provide and protect? And when that radar detects a flicker of weakness, a moment of self-doubt, a need for validation, a compromise of your mission, her ancient programming kicks in. It's not conscious malice, it's primal. It's the instinct to test, to control, to sharpen the tool, or discard it if it's blunt. Her weapon isn't her fist, it's your own need for her approval, and she wields it with the precision of a surgeon. This is the mechanism. This is how the trap closes. It starts with gaslighting. You say the sky is blue. She tells you with a pitying smile that you're colorblind. You remember a conversation clearly. She insists it never happened, that you're remembering it wrong, that you're too sensitive. This isn't a debate, it's a demolition. It creates a cognitive dissonance so violent, you start to doubt your own mind. You become afraid to speak because your own reality is no longer reliable. You're being psychologically unmade. Then comes the intermittent reinforcement, the drug. One day, she's cold, distant, a wall of silence. You're walking on eggshells trying to figure out what you did wrong. You bend over backwards to please her, and then, just as you're about to break, she gives you a hit, a warm touch, a kind word, a night of passion, and the relief is so powerful it's like a shot of adrenaline. You're addicted. You'll do anything, sacrifice anything for that next hit of validation. You become a rat in a cage, pressing the lever, never knowing if you'll get a reward or a shock. This is how they break a man's will. Not all at once, one compromise at a time, and the bait, the emotional baiting. You try to have a logical discussion about the budget, about your feelings, about anything, and suddenly she's crying. She's the victim. You're attacking her. You're so angry. The guilt descends on you like a lead blanket. You apologize for things you didn't do. You shut down. Because you're the man. You're supposed to be the rock, and a rock doesn't have feelings that inconvenience her. So you learn to bury them, deeper and deeper, until you can't even find them yourself. These are the warning signs, brother. The invisible ledger where your sacrifices are never deposited, but your failures are written in permanent ink. The moving goalpost. You get the job she wanted, but now you're not home enough. You start working from home, but now you're underfoot. You cannot win. You're playing a game where the rules are written in water and she holds the pen, the public and private face, the charming, witty, supportive woman our friends all see, and the critical, cold stranger you live with. This isolates you. Who would believe you? You look like the strong one. She looks so fragile, it's a perfect trap. And society, modern culture, it's her shield, it's her army. You try to name this invisible violence, and you're met with a wall of labels: misogynist, fragile masculinity, emotionally unavailable. Therapy language is weaponized against you. You're triggering me. I need a safe space. Your logical arguments are dismissed as tone policing. The system is rigged. The court, the media, the culture. It's all designed to see her as the perpetual victim and you as the aggressor, simply for existing, for wanting to breathe, for wanting your own reality to be valid. This path has only one destination: the inevitable collapse. It's not a dramatic explosion. It's a slow, quiet erosion. It's the day you look in the mirror and you don't recognize the hollowed-out eyes staring back. It's the loss of your mission, the abandonment of your friends, the death of your hobbies. You become a shell operating on autopilot. You feel a constant low-grade anxiety, a tension in your chest that never leaves. You're depressed. You're tired all the time. You're just numb. You've given so much of yourself away that there's nothing left at the core. You're a ghost in your own life, haunting the ruins of a man you used to be. This is the bitter truth, the one that will cut you to the bone. She is not yours. It was just your turn. Your value to her is conditional, entirely based on your utility and your unwavering strength. The second you show a crack, the second you need support, the second you become a liability to her sense of security, the programming takes over. No one is coming to save you, not your friends, not your family, not the culture. They are all hypnotized by the illusion. You are alone in this fight, and you cannot reason your way out. You cannot use logic to negotiate with a primal, biological imperative. You cannot talk a tiger out of its stripes. So here is the solution: the awakening. It begins and ends with one thing: radical self-accountability. Stop blaming her. She's acting according to her nature. Your job, your only job, is to reclaim sovereignty over your own mind, your body, and your mission. First, reclaim your frame. Your reality is your own. Define it. Your mission is your purpose. Pursue it with a ruthless focus. Where boundaries are non-negotiable, enforce them without apology. Become the unmovable object, the rock the waves crash against. She will test this. She will rage against it. Hold the line. Second, embrace stoic detachment. Observe her behavior. See the tactics for what they are: an ancient program running. Do not react. Do not be baited. Your peace is the ultimate prize. When she tries to engage you in an emotional war, refuse to enlist. Your calm is your power. Third, rebuild your value. Not for her, for you. Hit the gym until your body is a weapon of discipline. Build your finances until your freedom is assured. Reconnect with your brothers, the men who have your back. Immerse yourself in your purpose. Become a man of such abundance, in strength, in wealth, in brotherhood, that her approval becomes irrelevant. A trivial opinion. This is how you win. Not by changing her, but by becoming a man who cannot be controlled. From this position of unshakable strength, you face the ultimate choice. You decide coldly and clearly if the relationship can exist within your new, non-negotiable frame, or you walk away, not in a rage, but in quiet resolve. You take your purpose, your peace, and your power with you. You leave the void behind for her to fill. The power returns to you. It was always yours. You just gave it away. Brother, if this hit you like a freight train, if you saw your own reflection in this shattered glass, then you know this is only the beginning. This is the first layer of the truth. The rabbit hole goes much, much deeper. Smash that like button if you're ready to wake up. Drop your story in the comments. Let me know I'm not alone in this fight. And most importantly, subscribe to PsycheHavoc. Arm yourself with the next level of truth. Because the shadows are gathering and the night is long. But we walk through it together as brothers